make a nuisance of ourselves. Have you registered to vote? We don't, all right? We think it's the duty of the Elections Commission, but damn it, that's our institution again. Their failure is our failure, all right? 4.3 has not registered to vote. Founded on justice and liberty. How? Justice and liberty, how? The Constitution put into place constitutional institutions of governance and checks and balances. What are those? Simple. Your monarch, your agong is supposed to be a check and balance. Parliament is an institution that is supposed to be there to monitor the policy of the government and the bills, laws that are intended to be passed. The executive, I don't need to tell you. The judiciary is supposed to protect the citizen. That's the final bastion for the average ordinary citizen. Elections commissions to ensure free and fair elections. Police and security forces, all right? These are the institutions that are supposed to perform our collective responsibility to protect our citizens. Now, this was the proclamation of Malaysia. The Federation of Malaya now passes into history. This is what Tunku said, but we still celebrate 31st August 1957. We do not acknowledge that the nation of Malaysia, the Federation of Malaysia came about in 1963. We dishonor our brothers and sisters in Sabah and Sarawak by this annual celebration of something that has passed into history, no longer is. Yet, its multiracial society emerged, endured, and survived as a successful and progressive nation, a true democracy and an example to the world of harmony and tolerance. All Teku's words, as it was with Malaya, so it can be with Malaysia. We trust in Almighty God, people, unity of purpose, and faith in ourselves. Believe instead. Faith in ourselves, we can make Malaysia a land of prosperity and peace. Producers, where's our money gone? Where's our money gone? The BMM scandal, billions have gone. North-South Highway, more of our money. The mother of all scandals, PKFZ. Where's our money gone? Very Wade says 100 billion. 100 billion was dissipated during his tenure. $500 million in commission. You know how many schools we could have built? You know how many hospitals? You know how many dialysis centers for our people that we are supposed to be protecting? We look the other way. Why? Because we're comfortable. Somebody said Malaysians don't care because they haven't suffered. They haven't felt hunger. They haven't felt loss. Maybe Udia Kumar was right when he pushed the Indian government for sanctions. He said, maybe it's time for them to begin to feel the pain. Maybe. From 1998 to 2004, we laid claim to having the tallest twin towers in the world. Very proud, Mahathir. We built a new admin capital in Putrajaya, 1999. Now we are a cultured people. Philharmonic Orchestra from 17 August 1998. And yet, our son in Sabah lives on the streets, age 7. Homes in Kuala Terengganu and so many other parts of the country. Zinc sheds. We have an obligation to protect them. We live in our garden to protect. The homeless It breaks my heart. Let's go to Chowkit. Go to Lorong Haji Tai. Bajau Sea Gypsies. Look at the state they live in. The middle class live in condos like this. Now, you want to know a story? How many of us live in condos? Let's be honest, Shala, Sangong. Anyone living, don't worry, we won't move to take it away, come on. Alright, one. Let me tell you the story about the condos in Shala, in Selangor. Want to know about the story? Let's go. Your condo probably sits on the land that was previously a rubber estate. Okay? Now that rubber estate, who tapped those rubbers, that rubber estate? Probably anyone or all of these ladies, probably into their 70s, still bent over double, not knowing any other way to earn a living, tap rubber trees. Guess what? Their homes made way for your condo. Okay? Their homes, and guess what? They were given homes too. You want to have a look? Pigeon holes, ghettos. They didn't ask for this. They didn't ask for this. But it was shoved down their throats. Why? We looked the other way. It was more convenient. Available to reorientate, retrain the Indians who were being displaced from the rubber estate arising from these developments. They never got it. They've been abandoned by us. Now, this is where I'll ask you, are we a nation in distress? I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. We are a nation in distress. Where did we go wrong? May 13, 1969, SABM-Selatan, 1987. We know the nationalists came in. They came in when they came up with the NAP. If you read Dr. Kwa Kia Stone's book, he's got his theory as to how it happened. We can go on second-guessing till the cows come home, until that the Truth and Reconciliation Commission will never know really why and what happened. What we do know is this: NAP was put into place. I think Tun Razak, for all the nationalists that he was, probably intended a fair program. Then guess what? We discovered oil. People got greedy. People got really, really greedy because the pie suddenly grew. The pie suddenly grew. And once people may have realized that, guess what, there's enough to go all around, the greed and avarice that is in all men overcame. There wasn't enough love to go around. There just simply wasn't enough love to go around. And they all had to help themselves. So we have the May 13 of 1969, and then SABM-Selatan in 1987. Those of you who are too young and who don't know about it, please go back, Google, read about it. This is the history of your country. You must understand what we have gone through. A racist regime. It led to a racist regime sowing a culture of fear, resulting in that. Star was suspended in 1987, and when the license was finally returned, it was never the same. It has never ever been the same. The mainstream media today, I will say, is the biggest enemy. It's the biggest enemy to the liberty of the people of this nation, because they serve the racist regime. Look at the issue that we're just facing now. The Allah issue that was taken to the High Court by the Catholic Church was on very narrow constitutional lines. And it was founded on facts, unrefuted facts as to the use of that word for some 300 years amongst the Catholic community in East and West, in East Asia. Has Utusan ever reported it? Has Brita Laran ever reported it? Has Brita Pradana ever reported that? No. What they have spun out is this. It can cause confusion, and this could be a tool to proselytize the Muslims. No one stole the pali in the Sawapadi. The one who has his only access to news is the mainstream media. No one has told you